Today we are starting over as a noob in Brainrot Evolution, but if I touch the color blue, we are eliminated. That's right, that means no blue crates, no blue Brainrots, and no blue secrets. Not even the blue Tralalero Tralala that you start the game with. And so, if we touch the color, we will be eliminated and the video will end. Let's see how far we can go. So here we are as a level 1 noob. And as you can see, we are most definitely not Tralalero Tralala. We are Yoni, which as you can see is the most basic blob you could ever imagine. And so we're gonna go right up to the Leary, and there we go. We can go into the Brainrot City. Now that we've made it to the next world, we have to make sure everything we attack does not have blue on it. We have to be so careful because even brushing up against this object right here would count as being eliminated. So let's go ahead and rebirth, and we're back to the start. But thankfully, since we have a secret equipped, we will not be starting over as the Tralalero Tralala, because once again, it's blue. The other thing we're not going to be able to do is buy any of the upgrades, because those are all blue as well, which is definitely going to make this challenge more difficult. Wait, I just realized something. The portal is blue. How am I going to get to the next world then? Let me think about this. Is there a way we can get through this portal without touching the blue? I mean, we might be able to glitch it so we like go in from the side. Like, what if we get so close that we don't touch it? Like, look. See, we didn't touch it. We did not touch the portal. I can't believe that worked. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we are barely still alive. But now that we're in the Lorilla Desert, there's no blue to be seen. No blue at all. Oh my gosh. I thought the challenge was already over. But in the past, we have done this challenge with red and green. But I have a feeling that blue is going to be the most difficult, because we can't use gems, we can't upgrade, and a lot of Brainrots have the color blue. So let's go ahead and attack that. And surprisingly, in the Tralalero Ocean, there's not too many blue things. But we are now on to Rebirth 2, and we're still doing all right. But I tell you what, I think what we should do is go to our crates and see if we can open up something that has no blue in it at all. What am I thinking? The problem is, if we pick a giant Brainrot, they can accidentally hit something that has blue on it. So honestly, we gotta do something that has only like one color on it, like the tree crates. Let's open these because they're all brown. The most mundane crates of all time. But let's keep moving as we open up crates. Oh my gosh. I'm just curious what world we're even going to be able to make it to. So now we don't even have to risk it. We can just skip this entire portal entirely, because I don't want to get too close this time, even though it worked the last attempt. Okay, so what we need to do basically is level up so much in the city that we can go straight to the desert. All right, Coco Fanto Elefanto, Orangutini Ananasini. And so next up is the Gorrillo, which means I believe one level after that and we can go to the ocean. Yep. Okay, perfect. Watch out for the blue. Can I hit the Saturnita? I don't know if I can. So I'm just gonna stay far away. There's 95%, and there we go. So we can skip the desert entirely, therefore not having to go through the ocean portal. All right, perfect. All right, so now that we are in the ocean once again with the rebirth, let's go up to the Orcalero Orcala, and that puts us in to the next world. Is this blue? I think it might be. So we're gonna have to do the same strat. We're gonna have to skip this portal too, but that should be no problem. We're just gonna have to stay in the ocean for a while. We're trapped here. All right, let's go over to the Cappuccino Assassinos. These rocks are pretty blue, so I'm gonna stay away from those. All right, there's the Sigma boy. And honestly, it might take us longer than I expect to be able to skip the Mountain Balabu. Shoot. But as I say that, we are just one level away from the Salamino Penguino. So we're actually pretty close. We just have to be super careful. All right, we're at 90. Ooh, there's 100%. So we're at the Salamino Penguino. Just one more before we can go to Chicleta, Romania. And honestly, I didn't even think about this. Let's attack the Pop Sahur. Wait, does he do any blue on the attack? It's so hard to tell. I don't want to get close. There might be some blue in the fireworks. Yeah, I'm not gonna risk it. That would have been nice, though. We would have got so much XP from the Pop Sahur. But not today. I'm telling you, this challenge is tough. All right, we are now at 84%, 90%. We're so close to Chicleta, Romania. I just hope that all the portals going forward don't have blue. Okay, finally. So, teleport all the way to Chicleta, Romania. There we go. All right, so we are at level 36, and there's the ballerina Lololo. Let's rebirth. All right, 3 rebirths in, still not touched any blue, but, oh, we've had some pretty close calls. That time, though, our rebirth glitched out, so we can teleport immediately to Chicleta, Romania. Okay, so now that we're here, let's go straight for the Bolbito Bendito Tractorito. There's no blue, so we are good there. I think we might have passed the hardest part for this challenge. The ocean and the portals in and out of the ocean definitely make this 10 times harder. All right, well, just like that, we are in to the Nuclearo core. If I'm not mistaken, there might be some blue here. Oh, we can't use the index. Wait, is there a loophole maybe? I was gonna see if I could click that, but nope, that's blue. Dang it, so we can't get the index upgrades. That's gonna sting, but I'm not seeing much other blue on this world. So we can go right for the Leule, and hopefully Odin and Olympus is just the same, and we can go straight to Glorbo Heights. But as I was saying before, I think we need a stronger Brainrot. What do we go with? I think we're getting to a point where we need something way stronger. And I think it's time for the Malamea Malale. And we got to the Leule. Awesome. Okay. The Malamea Malale has only yellow or beige or whatever you want to call the color secrets, relics. And the secret is only beige colored as well. Also, we have to be very careful. I just realized the Leule has blue pants. So gotta get so you have to be we had to be super careful there. But there we go. Into Unden and Lippis. So we are now in Unden and Lippis, and it's time we get a different Brainrot. So we're gonna open up Malume crates immediately till we get the secret. So this does mean we have to be 10 times as careful because the Malamea Malale has quite insane range with the attack. So if we're not careful, we could be eliminated at any point. But I did just see the pity luck activate. So that means we got the Malamea Malale. And there we go. So just like that, we're good. Are these columns blue? I think it's actually blue. Oh my gosh. I have to turn off the auto attack just so we're careful. Okay. And now don't bump into any of them. Don't bump into any of them. Okay. We made it. Rebirth. All right, so we are back to level 1. Again, be very cautious as we're going through. Might be a mistake. I quite literally am one of the largest Brainrots in the game. If I go this side, I'm gonna run into the gems. I can't do that. Gotta go over here. Okay, this is safe. Good. And then once again, we are going to have to skip over the ocean portal. So we can now teleport there. And again, be very, very cautious. Okay, there we go. And same thing here. We're going to have to skip over into the Chicleta, Romania. So again, be very, very careful. All right, there's the Salamino Penguino. And then one more level and we're there. There we go. The Jingle Below, Jingle Belee. All right, Chicleta, Romania. This should be no problem. There we go, there we go. And there's the Spirit Nero Golubiro. All right, this challenge is going very well now. We're making good progress. So far, we have made it to the Unden Lippis. My prediction, I think we can make it to probably Go Galaxy if we're careful. Just like that, we're good. Oh my gosh, be careful. And we're out of here. All right. Undin de limpis. There we go. Again, we don't want to touch any of the columns. We're saying that is blue. So we're just going to stay right over here instead. And then once the watermelini respawns, bang. There we go. How much XP is this going to give us? Oh, a ton. Okay, wait, this might get us there. And it does. What does Glorbo Heights look like? Okay. Oh, there's a lot of blue here. We have to be a smaller Brainrot. I do not trust myself using the Malamea Malale here. So many things are blue. Let's just go right for the Nightmare Sahur. That has no blue on it. Okay. I think the turbo is fine to hit. Again, the poles are like a blue, white that we're not counting. All right. There we go. There's the Nightmare Sahur. So just one more level. Oh my gosh. This is blue as well. No. So that means we have to teleport. Wait. No, we're fine. We're fine. We can just use the button. I was almost extremely concerned that the video was over there. But no, we're good. We're good. We can just use the button instead. But that was a close call. All right. And there's the Garkacore. So let's go ahead and use the button and go to the abyss. However, I think the ground in the abyss might be a blue shade. Because if I'm looking at this, it's very close to blue. So just to be safe, we need to unlock a flying Brainrot that is not blue. So what could we pick? What about the Crocodilitos? Because they're flying in a plane. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, so we need to get the Crocodilitos, and hopefully it's pretty fast. Oh, how about the first 8 crates? That has to be a world record. But as you can see, there's only green and orange. So we're now gonna teleport. Let's make sure we don't touch any blue. And there we go. Into the abyss. But this is what I was saying. Isn't this like kind of blue? Like a dark blue? Well, I don't know. Good thing we're flying, just in case, because we're not touching it. There we go. So we are almost to the next rebirth, and just like that, we are. All right, rebirth time. All right, well, now that we're a pretty small Brainrot, I'm not worried about hitting anything, so we can kind of go hyperdrive mode here. All right, there we go. And there's the Tralalero Trulicina. So into the ocean we go. All right. Watch it, watch it. Good. And once again, we have to skip over Mount Mbalabu. But we're almost to Chocolate Romania already, which is a good sign. I think only like one more Orcalero, and that should probably do it. Yep. That's the power of the rebirths. We're already rebirth number 5. So, into Chocolate Romania as the Crocodilitos. No blue in sight. All right. There we go. Now to the Nuclearo Core. Let's do this. Okay. So, go right around. And there's the Tralalero Tralalima. Be very, very careful of the blue. And right for the Chimpanzini Watermelini. And then the Espressonia Senora should give us enough XP. Once again, we can't use the portal. So, be careful of that. There's the Nightmare Sahur. And bang. All right, the Karkagor. So, into the abyss. Now we make it to the sewer. At least I hope. All right, there's the Antonio. Now, these rocks are kind of blue, so I'm not even gonna hit those either. We're being super careful for this challenge. All right, let's go for the Elacios. And I don't know if you can see this, but we are so close to touching that lucky boost. But there we go. We got the Ketupot. Oh, that did 50. So just one more of these bosses, and we are into the Bombardino sewer. And grand reveal. Bow. There's the Nuclearucci. So we are in the sewer. Is there blue here? Not really. It's basically all green. So we might be safe to attack everything here, which, hey, I do not mind at all. It makes my life a lot easier. So there's the Capybomba Atomica. Little by little, we are getting closer and closer to the Goat Galaxy, which honestly I said was our goal. But if we can make it to the Strawberry Land, that would be impressive. All right, we are now at 91%. And there's the Crococlat. Okay, so just one more level, and we will be in the galaxy. And since there's really no chance that we hit anything blue here, I think we take it up a notch. let's unlock the Meowl. The reason we didn't before... Wait, we just got it. Let's go. Did you see the pity luck change? That's insanity. But if you did not know, the Meowl is so good. You have a 380% strength boost, and there's a 20% chance to do twice the damage and twice the range. So, yeah, it's the best Brainrot in the game by far. It's not even close. So, we are now literally seconds from being in the galaxy. There we go. Time to go through the portal. All right, so we are in the Goat Galaxy, but, ooh, good thing we're flying because this is kind of blue. Actually, I don't know if it's blue. I think it's more purple. Anyway, it don't matter because we have the Meowl and we don't even have to touch anything. Oh my gosh. This is insanity. And there's the Planetario. So we can rebirth. Let's see how fast we can go from World 1 all the way back to the Goat Galaxy. Are you guys ready? This is what max Brainrots can do. Look at this. Oh my gosh. The entire world is gone. So we could skip just one world, but I mean, we're already almost to the Tralalero. So just like that, we have made it to the Tralalero without even leaving World 1. That's insane. I'm already almost to Glorbo Heights. Oh, I am. All right, that makes total sense. Definitely not too powerful, right? There's no way we make it that fast to the Bombardier. There's no way we make it that fast to the Go Galaxy, though, right? Yeah, okay. It slowed down a little bit, but still, look. We're still leveling up. We just got to the Grokoclat. We went from level 1 to level 77 in probably a minute 30 seconds. Wow. That might have to be a new personal best and might be a world record. I don't know. Actually, we don't even have max rebirth. What am I saying? It could be like twice as fast. So we are into the Goat Galaxy once again. And now let's see if we can escape. I think this might be where we have to tap out, but I'm gonna keep trying. Well, we are at 92% actually. And just like that, there's the black hole Goat. And there's the Kikikoka. All right, well, we are now at 98%. So, it looks like we are going to be able to make it to the Strawberry Land without touching any blue. Woo! What a challenge. But as you guys know, my comment section for these videos are like detectives. So if you saw me touch blue at all during this video, call me out down in the comments to let me know if I failed. But I'm gonna consider this a win. I'm now in the Strawberry Land. We have the Meowl. And what a crazy challenge this has been. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys like and subscribe because we are on the road to 1 million subscribers. On screen right now is another video you should watch after this one, so check it out. And then comment below what color I should do next. We'll see you in the next video. Goodbye!